Hi everyone, my name is Donny Dianderas. In this video I want to show you how I build the documentation for my API, my DCP inventory API, and how the main features work. So first, I want to explain how I generate my Swagger JSON file. Okay, that is my Swagger JSON, and I got a lot of information about my API, about my host, my schemas, my path, different path, for example, logout, get, and about my authentication, about my collections, products, for example. But and I did not write this file by hand. I use a tool called, in that case, let me show you, Swagger AutoCAN and Swagger UI Express. But using this code, in that case, it's called Swagger AutoCAN, and then I put the information, the principal main information, for example, the title of my project, description, what is the host. Okay, when I start the program, I using localhost, and my schema was HTTP, but then I changed this using my render and another schema HTTPS. Okay, in that case. So now let me explain what each operation does in my collection. Okay, I call all these dependents middleware, and then use the routes, for example, to log in, log us, and a GitHub callback, because I'm going to log in using an external OAuth using my GitHub. But the principal of the main logic is here. For example, in the product controllers, I got how to create a new register. That is the commands to develop the Swagger. For example, like here, and I use in each case, in each road, try catch and to control the errors. For example, here, get all, try, or catch, get just one by using the ID. In that case, in product ID, I use a string like an ID. That is a manual ID. To update, try, and catch. Okay, let's continue. In my page, I'm going to try to show the products. Click in this link, but I can't, because please log in first. It called me login. Okay, and other movements is the same. Please log in first. And if I want to use my Swagger, for example, to create a new product, try it out. Okay, I'm going to use this information, execute, and I got the same message. Please log in first. Why? That is because I'm using a control to validate my just a user with authorization can enter to the program. This is because the roles in my program use a middleware called is authenticated here. Okay, I get this properties reg session. That is possible because I'm using this dependence, passport, you have two in my case, and it has internal functions to manage the control. For example, login, log out. That is important. Uses dependence in my program. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to enter to the program using this path / login. Okay, my project use an OAuth with GitHub, and so when I go to login, the API sends me to my GitHub, and I authenticate there, and then I return to my API with a valid session. Let me show you products, and now I I can to see all the list of my products, and the same for my movements. And I'm going to enter this API docs, for example. Okay, try it out. In the case, I'm going to show you first my database. I got it. This, okay, age register in my database. I'm going to create a new register. For example, maybe 90009 phosphate pollen, for example, 90 kilograms. Fine powder phosphate. Okay, execute. And now I got a new register. Let me test in my database, refresh, and I got a new register. Okay, and it's the same. If I want to maybe delete this, the last register, try it out, enter the code and the product ID. It was 0009. Execute, and the message was product was deleted successfully. And I'm going to compare here, and now I got again age register. So I'm going to show my users, and now my collection is empty, but I'm going to create a new user here. And even if my project uses a GitHub or auth, I also create auth register and auth login, because in a real company, in a real environment, not everybody use GitHub. Workers from warehouse, dispatch, or administration need their own account inside the system. In that case, I'm going to create a new register. For example, this. I refresh my database, and I got this new register. The password is a secret password.